Let's go! Let's go!
Boom, boom.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, we're back. We're going to have some action for you. Some good topic for today.
It's December.
Just
Look at it.
Just look at it. Enjoy. It's not going to be here long.
It
But
should be.
What's it called? What is this called?
That's the Fu Manchu.
Yeah, the Fu Manchu.
Right.
I brought it out.
Looks nice.
Yeah. Guys, we got a good topic to talk about today. It's a topic that everybody thinks about on a daily basis because as we're going to go through the fitness trends.
Fitness
Fashion trends.
fashion trends.
Fitness fashion trends.
FFT.
And we're gonna go listen. Why don't we just start? I don't know where we should start, back in the 40s, 50s.
I mean, yeah, just thinking back to where, as we did our research, our pre-show
Right.
producers meeting, the 40s is where it really seemed to be like a thing in our culture that, hey, we need to dress a certain way if we're going to go out and start exercising.
Yeah.
Like dedicated exercising.
I mean, back in those days, it was all about being a lot more proper.
It was
So
way different.
yeah, so I think what was the thing that they said is something about wool sweaters or sweaters.
Yeah, I mean, if you go look back, like look up 1940s women's fitness, for example, it looks uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like buttoned up, thick, almost military-esque, but still like a dress.
I wonder if that was thought as being sexy.
Probably.
That's terrible.
In a weird way, it kind of was.
Kinda
when I
sexy.
looked at it.
I guess.
I don't know.
But they wouldn't have had all the cool material like the spandex and the rayon and all that kind of stuff.
And that was probably a big
now.
reason why. It's just everything. They were probably used to being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So to them, it wasn't uncomfortable. But can you imagine sweating in that?
A lot,
It just looks
of
itchy.
heavy cotton and women. We're mainly talking about women's trends, I guess, aren't we?
Well, yeah, because I feel like in general, women have more of a fitness or more of a fashion sense than guys, anyways.
Yeah, it's more of a
So-
statement as
Us
far as what
dudes.
they wear when they exercise. But a lot of skirts
Yeah.
back in the day.
Lot of
Tennis,
skirts,
the
lot of
tennis
skirts.
look was kind of considered sporty.
Yep, it's kind of moving
And
into
this-
the 50s. That's where it really started getting a lot more skirty.
Yeah.
Tennessee, trendy, all that kind of cool. Tennessee,
Tennessee
like the state. That's how they named the state, actually.
is how.
By
Girl, you on the Tennessee.
there was a lot of women in that region that played tennis. And yeah, that's true.
Let's just
Look it up.
really?
Look it up.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So then we talk about all these trends. How about the 60s and 70s? That's when what were they?
That was the 60s.
More
it
tight,
was, that
more
was the
fitting.
birth of the leotard,
Birth of the leotard.
right? Thank
That's
God
right.
for the 60s. So there's
Yeah.
there's a lot of.
If it wouldn't have been for the 60s to step out, we wouldn't be where we are today.
I bet, and I wouldn't be surprised if that had something to do with the 60s and all that, hot, trippy, acidy.
Yeah, 60s and 70s. Because 70s, if you look at the fitness gear in the 70s, if you're ever just looking at fitness gear from the 70s, there's a lot of wild, crazy prints, a lot of floral colors. That's kind of was the trend.
The 70s,
In
yeah.
the 70s.
Because they were coming out of that psychedelic trip,
Yeah, that's right.
and they were like, man, some of these things I saw from the universe, I'm going to start putting on my workout clothes.
Yeah, but the big thing is
That's the truth.
is the spandex and the leotards, and that was big in the 80s too.
Those are huge. Yeah.
Headbands,
Headbands, leg warmers,
of course, leg warmers, and massive wedgies.
tons of wedgies.
Massive wedgies in those spandex, man. They loved it.
Like statement wedgies.
Yeah.
Not accidental wedgies. Like,
I can't imagine managing that throughout a workout.
it's the push-up bra of the butt cheeks.
Yeah, it is. Yes, that's true.
I think
That's
it's
true.
the
Good
push-up
way to
bra of
put
the
it.
butt cheeks.
Good way to put it.
90s, we saw a lot of midriff in the 90s.
Yeah.
There's
You
a
know
lot
what
of
I
crop
think?
tops.
You know what I think about when I think about at least men fitness in the 90s is that the Rocky 3 movie where they're running on the beach
Yeah.
and they're racing on the beach.
Yep.
And he's got those shorts on.
They're
And
amazing.
that shirt
And he's
is
got-
cut off.
I'm saying the midriff was for the men, too.
I still think it looks cool though in that movie.
Something tough about, like, if you threw a mullet and a headband on with a half t-shirt,
Yes.
you were getting,
I'm gonna bring that back.
you're getting all the ladies.
Imagine I had a headband on with a midriff little shirt on today.
With that mustache?
Yeah.
Good God.
Step out, you know?
Good God.
And then you think about, what is it, the 2000s, we're already kind of getting a little closer.
That's when underwear became outerwear.
Yeah, mainly talking about sports bras.
Sports bras became something that you wore at, well, not you or me, but they, the women, the lovely women.
Yeah, the gals.
That's when a lot of y'all started noticing, hey, I'm going to show this thing off.
Yeah, that's when it all really started.
Right, and so cool sports bras came on the scene, and like you didn't have to hide it under a t-shirt.
The
or a
skimpy
tank top.
fitness wear.
Skimpy fitness in the 90s. And Nike became really big.
Nike.
mainstream, not just for the runners. It's kind of cool to be rocking your Nikes.
Yeah. 30-something years ago now, 90s is crazy.
That's wild, isn't it? You think of the 90s and I think, oh, that's 10 years ago.
Well, it's not.
It's not.
It's not. And then you think about, what is it, 2014, 2015 is when I feel like the fitness, I mean, up till now, is that people, especially women, wear the fitness gear when they're not inside the gym.
They call that athleisure.
Athleisure?
Athleisure is the term for...
See it all the time.
Yeah, it's kind of acceptable to just wear your workout clothes.
Fit look, I see it at Whole Foods all the time.
It
Every
makes
time I
me-
go to Whole Foods, everybody's wearing their workout
It makes
gear,
me
man.
think that you just worked out. And
Right.
I bet most of them don't even have gym memberships.
No, but they can wear those pants and make their butt look good no matter what.
That's true. That's true. A lot of squeezing and compressing.
But listen,
and
amen to that.
whatever.
I'm not gonna sit here and complain about that.
No, this is more of a scientific observation that we're
Yeah.
reporting our conclusions on.
Yeah.
And a lot of, we got to call the dudes out on this one. I feel like the early kind of 2000s, 2010 era is when we saw a lot of man nipple in the gyms.
A lot of man
A
nipple.
lot of dude nip coming
Talking about
out.
where they do the cutoff shirt,
The cutoff
they cut
shirt,
it way down
the
low.
cutoff shirt that goes in so far
Yeah.
that you basically got the neck, a little bit coming between the boobies,
Yeah.
and then it turns into the rest of the shirt.
Yeah, man. I never wore anything like that.
Just yeah, you did.
I did used to work out in like a white tank top. They call them wife beaters. I used to think that was cool. Cool back in the day. But
That's kind of like Eminem meets
yeah,
Arnold.
I never got into wearing the what do they call it, a skull cap?
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. I didn't get into wearing a skull cap with the white.
No, that's neck. That's
A lot of guys pull it off though. Not
they
me.
do. They pull it off. I'm not ready for it.
Man, we're gonna get to the main point of
I'm not ready for
this
that.
whole thing.
And this is all with the lead up of actually a question.
This whole little thing we're doing is leading up to this.
A question to the
Fitness
most
trend.
recent fitness trend, which is really women's high-waisted yoga pants.
They've gotten higher and higher every year.
It's kind of like how continental drift works when plate tectonics and the ocean level, how it rises slowly, and you don't even notice it when it's rising.
That's right.
But about 5 years ago or so, you're kind of like, hey, those pants, I used to be able to see her butt crack, and
but
now
listen,
they're up higher.
It used to be the low rise.
Right.
And now everything's raising up.
And then all of a sudden, it was like butt crack's gone,
But
top of the butt crack's gone, and
bottom of the butt cheek is visible.
now, next thing you know, there was a girl the other day that I think her pants were her shirt that I saw working out in another gym.
Well, they can wear a t-shirt over top of it.
No, I mean, I think it was she stepped into it and it pulled up so high
Get outta here.
that it was kind of like the tube tops.
That's what makes their butt
And it
look
was-
good. That's what makes their butt look good because they pull it up. So
That and the intentional wedgie. I think we can all thank Instagram for that. The intentional is not enough to just have a well-defined caboose. It's like you need to pull them up inside of it
Yeah.
so far.
like you mean it, man. Just right up in the butt.
Right. Man,
Well-
that can't feel good though.
It can.
It can't.
Can't. Maybe it does. I don't know. We ain't tried it. Have you tried it? You might have tried it.
No, but
Maybe we will. Maybe that'll be the next episode.
But we wanted to just really pose that question and maybe drop us a comment of where is that line of demarcation? Like, where do we actually stop with the women's? And I think it's a good look for the ladies out there watching. I mean, I
We
think
can't
it's,
be the ones to make that decision.
No,
we
it's-
can comment on it, but
I think it's a good look, but it has gotten progressively higher and higher and higher. And there's got to be a point where these manufacturers and designers are like, we're running out of material.
nowhere else to go.
We can't get
It'll
any
just
higher.
change. The trend will change and it'll sink back down.
I guess.
It'll have to. You can't go much higher than they go now.
Where is it high tide, low tide?
I mean, because a lot of y'all women, y'all work at it now. I know it takes some work pulling those pants up as high as you get them, and to be able to keep them up there, good work. But there's only so far you can go.
It's just different. It's like kind of as we go through eras of fashion, it's like certain areas of skin show and others don't.
Yeah.
And then we kind of define what's like hot and attractive.
I mean,
based
a
off
guy
of that.
couldn't get away with that because it would pull all up in his junk in the front.
Right. We don't want front junk. But it was kind of, you'd be like, oh, look at her tummy. She's like, oh, that's kind of looks good.
You call it a tummy?
I don't know.
Whatever,
I just
man.
did right now. But now I don't know the last time I saw a girl's stomach.
You've been messing with your kid too much talking about tummies.
Yeah. And pee pee and poo poo and
Yeah.
all that.
Anyway, man, I feel like the information today wasn't like super scientific or maybe even that interesting.
Yeah, but it was something.
Yeah,
And I
something.
think you're going to appreciate it.
Fitness fashion trends.
That's it. So what's next? I guess you be
Drop
the
us
judge.
it.
I guess they're the judge.
You're the judge. Well, who knows? We'll see what happens, but drop us a comment. Let us know. We love to get some topic ideas from you for us to run our mouths for a few minutes.
On the next episode of Anatomically Correct.
Word.
That's it. Boom.